Now, the Palin Update with Kevin Scholla presents Liberty and Legacy. Here's Tamara Colbert.
I like winning, but the perfect storm is upon us to make us lose. And it's not what you think. Bernie Sanders raised $44, setting a new monthly contribution record for his campaign in the month of March, saying his average donation's $27. Well, last month he set a new record, $43.5 million, and he is outraising now Hillary for the third straight month. He's raised over $140 million during his election campaign so far. Forget ISIS, we should be terrified of Bernie Sanders, and quite frankly, we should be even more terrified if we get Hillary. But this is just the beginning of the storm that clouds are forming, folks, for a frightening mix of chaos. Not just the continuing saga of Hillary and her emails, because this week, her 4 State Department staffers that they're going to start interviewing, now they've all hired the same attorney in order to circle the wagons and protect Hillary Clinton at all costs. James Comey, who's the FBI director, he's been part of Clinton investigations since Bill Clinton was president. Holy cow. And he's come to the same conclusion. A, that Hillary was personally involved in mishandling documents during Whitewater. And basically, it shows a highly improper pattern of deliberate misconduct. Here's the thing. When a criminal gets away with it once, he, in this case, she gets bolder, wants to do it again and more. And with each crime, they're a little bit more confident, a little bit more cocky, and a little bit more self-assured. They cannot and will not get caught. It's a sick and twisted way to get high off of the adrenaline. And they think they're winning. They're really just criminals, though. But they think they're not going to be caught. Mostly because her name is Clinton, so she thinks she's okay. But here's the double standard. The American people right now are rising up by the millions and turning out to vote for Donald Trump because of one important thing. The double standard that politicians are not held to the same legal or law enforcement scrutiny as you and I would be. And they're right, folks. It's true. Which leads me to the next potential loser. And that is the GOP. Could be the next biggest loser in America because they're trying to steal the nomination from Trump. Although Trump did have a bad media week. Trump, it's in case you want to listen to me. I wouldn't let Mr. Tingle Up My Legs Chris Matthews conduct any more interviews because he doesn't care about you. He wants you to lose. He wants Hillary, probably wants Bernie even more than that. Trump is amazing because he is taking fire from Democrat and Republican establishments. He's taking it from candidates, super PACs of other candidates, the mainstream media, and Fox. I don't know how this guy is taking all this heat and he's still standing. Good for you, Mr. Trump. But whether you like Trump or Cruz, you should want the process to be fair and honest. Because then, if it isn't, we're going to have chaos, which inevitably could lead to the next president being a socialist or a felon. I like to win just like you do. Winning feels good. The exhilaration of competing and beating your opponents, awesome. Trump says he likes winning too. We are so used to losing that we don't have the will to win anymore. I believe that God created us to be free and, yes, to win. It's time to get back to winning because winning could elevate our national spirit and our unity. Winning would enable us to be able to accomplish everything we need to do to get America back on track. So if you like winning, why don't you tweet me this week at Tamara Colbert, hashtag Mama Grizzly, and let me know. I like winning too. This is Tamara Colbert for Mama Grizzly Radio.
Tamara Colbert in Texas. Tune in for more Liberty and Legacy next week. And to learn about Convention of States, head to conventionofstates.com. Now our weekly commentary, Steel Resolve. Here's Sarah Steelman.
Thanks, Kevin. It is astounding that Obama's words can still astound me. His comments to the Argentinian students stung my heart and soul. Responding to a question from a student about how do students in poverty create change, he said, quote, "So often in the past there's been a sharp division between left and right, between capitalist and communist or socialist. And I mean, those are interesting intellectual arguments, but I think for your generation, you should be practical and just choose from what works. You don't have to worry about whether it neatly fits into socialist theory or capitalist theory. You should just decide what works." It's not about whatever works. Is he really saying the ends justifies the means? Yes, The answer to that question for Obama is clearly yes. If we lose our freedom along the way, what difference does it make? As long as we accomplish the greater goal, whatever that is. Which is why we are seeing the revolt by the American people this election year. Just to contrast, here is how Reagan described the difference between communism and capitalism when he made his world-changing speech at Brandenburg Gate. In West Germany and here in Berlin, there took place an economic miracle. The leaders understood the practical importance of liberty, that just as truth can flourish only when the journalist is given freedom of speech, so prosperity can come about only when the farmer and businessmen enjoy economic freedom. Freedom leads to prosperity, and it releases each human soul to become all God meant us to be. That's what works, and that's why America was founded. This is Sarah Steelman for Mama Grizzly Radio.
Tune in again next week for another segment of Steel Resolve right here on the Palin Update. The Palin Update, including Liberty and Legacy and Steel Resolve, is on demand and available for download. So just head to mamagrizzlyradio.com, pick the show you want to hear, and you can listen anywhere, anytime. Well, that'll just about do it for this edition of the Palin Update on Mama Grizzly Radio. Visit mamagrizzlyradio.com for continuing coverage of Governor Palin. Also, like Mama Grizzly Radio on Facebook and follow along on Twitter at Mama Grizz Radio, at Kevin Scholla, at Tamara Colbert, and at Sarah_Steelman. And I'm doing some writing for Breitbart News. Go to Breitbart.com and search Kevin Scholla. I want to thank Sarah Steelman, Tamara Colbert, and everyone here at Mama Grizzly Radio. Thanks to Gabby Mercer, and thank you for listening today. A special thanks to our sponsor, Narrowgate Security Agency. Visit narrowgate.com. The Palin Update is produced by Lena Anderson, the Andy L. Kramer, and Lori Ann Lewis. Please be sure to join us again next time for another edition of the Palin Update right here on Mama Grizzly Radio. I'm Kevin Scholla. Have a pleasant day.